Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wannan shine video namu na 44 a cikin wannan series da muke mai suna Koyi Css. Kamar yadda na faɗa, insha Allah zan yi bayani akan CSS tun daga farko har zuwa gwargwado abin da ya kamata a ce mutum ya sani a ciki. Idan ba za ku manta ba, video namu na ƙarshe mun yi bayani akan background size. Muka ce attributes ne shi ma ko declaration ne shi ma wanda duk lokacin da kai amfani da background image, then you need it to resize the size of your image. That means za ka iya mai da image ɗinka auto ka sashi at its original size, ko ka mai da image ɗinka cover, ko ka mai da image ɗinka contain inside your div. So yau abin da zamu yi insha Allah, zamu yi bayani yau cikin video namu, zamu yi bayani akan background repeat. Background repeat wannan shi ma declaration ne wanda yake da alaka da background image. Let me create the div like I did before. Let me just create a div. I'll call it, I'll give it a class name of image like I did before. Then I will close the div like this. Inside the div, then I will create h1. Then I will call it Ahmad Technologies. So now, like I did before, I will create this, but I will use the body to do the work for you. So I will start with the body before I do it with the h1. So now we have this Ahmad Technology, and this is our background. So we are going to change the background. So I will just call the body. Inside body, I will say background dash image. Then I will say URL. Inside this, then I say a1.jpg. Then I will close it. Then I'll put this. So now if we refresh, you already know what will happen. That was our background image now. Wannan da muke da shi. So now I'm going to say that you see this image is repeating itself. You see now we have this, we have this, we have this, and the image is repeating itself. So if I say, for example, let me say for example background dash size, if I put it for example contain like this, you see it. If I refresh its background content, you see what will happen. You see it created the duplicate of the image. This it's repeating itself. So like we did before, even if it is auto, even if it is cover, even if it is contain, once there is space for it to repeat itself, it will repeat itself. But this topic da zamu yau na background repeat has to do two things for you or three things for you. You can ask it to either not to repeat itself, that is we have a no repeat, because you can ask it not to repeat itself. So now if you say no repeat, then the background will not repeat itself, it's going to do something else. So even if there is size for it to repeat itself, it will not repeat itself. Shine abun da wannan no repeat yake. That's number one value da wannan repeat yake da shi. Number two value da wannan repeat yake da shi shine akwai repeat y, akwai repeat x. Akwai repeat y, akwai repeat x. That is, if you want to repeat a particular size, then you use that that particular size here repeating kai ne. So if you wanted to repeat, for example, y-axis, it will repeat the y-axis. If you wanted to repeat the x-axis, it will repeat the x-axis for you. So this is what this background, three values per background size has. So let me explain this again. This repeat y that I said, it will repeat the vertical axis of the image. That's what this repeat y will do for you. And repeat x will repeat the horizontal axis for you of the image. So this is the two, and the no repeat, it will not repeat anything for you. So these are the three values that we are going to discuss in this. So now first of all, I will just make it for example, even if it is content, for example, or let me say cover. You see it's cover, but since there is size, it repeats itself. Now it's trying to repeat itself here. So now I can say for example cover, then I will say for example okay, let me just put content like this. So I will say background dash repeat. So now I will ask it to no dash repeat. That's number one that we're going to treat. Okay, this is supposed to be colon, not semicolon. So no repeat. We don't want it to repeat. So if I refresh now, it will remain the only contained image that we have. Only one image, one single image, which is this. This is the only image that we have, because now we said we don't want it to what? We don't want it to repeat itself. So we want it to be one. So no repeat. That was all the images that we are seeing now. So because we say no repeat. So I will change it to auto. If I say auto also and I say no repeat, so let me refresh it and you'll see what will happen. Now it's auto and there is no repeat. So this is the original size of the image. So it means the image has the height and width like this. So the width of the image is not up to the width of our page. So this is the original size of the image. So even if we put it cover, if we put it cover, if I refresh, it will take cover, but it will not repeat itself. Now it takes the entire page, but it didn't repeat itself. Let me remove this repeat attribute and you'll see what will happen. Let me remove this repeat and see. You will see something. You see? It covered the entire page, but it repeats itself. Look at it here. It started to repeat itself here, under here. But if I put back that attribute of no repeat, now if we refresh, you will see that it removed that particular thing, and this is where it stopped on the page. So anything beneath this white is not going to cover it, because the image, we ask the image not to repeat itself anymore. This is number one of no repeat. So let's do the other one, that is repeat what? Repeat y-axis. Repeat dash y. If we refresh it now, it will repeat only the y-axis of the image. That is the vertical axis of the image, and this is what you are seeing. This is the vertical axis of the image, because you see this is vertical and this is what it did. You see, wannan machine is it goes with the width. So that's what this repeat y did for you. And if you say repeat x, it will repeat the horizontal axis for you. Horizontal axis for you. If I refresh now, you see, since the image doesn't have any horizontal axis, for now, that one it will not show anything for you. It will not repeat anything, because it's supposed to start here. So now it will not do it for you. So that's what this horizontal axis did. So let me just put auto and see. Let's put auto and refresh. You see now, since there is a size on auto and we don't have any space horizontally before in cover, now we have space in auto. This is the space. You see it here. It repeats the image. You see it here where I'm showing my cursor. It repeats what now? Now it repeats the horizontal what axis of the image for you. So this is what it did. And you understand it. We have the vertical one. The vertical one she is someone that with. That way look at the empty space cover say muna she anan. But now since muna the empty space anan, say muna adding nashi anan. So let me show you something. If I put y, now if I put y and refresh, you see it only repeats the vertical axis of the image, which is the width, the top of the image, that is width. It didn't touch the what? It didn't touch the horizontal. Yes, it didn't touch the horizontal. This is the horizontal, this is the vertical, and this is the horizontal, this is the vertical. So understand all these repeat things is something that you need to practice it, and you will see what it will do for you. So you try it, inshallah it will help you more idan kuka practice it sosai. Dama shine abin da muke bukata, duk yadda za a koya maka, duk yadda za a nuna maka, duk yadda za a sauƙaƙa maka, idan baka yi practicing ba za ka iya ba. So nan za mu tsaya da fatar Allah ka samu dace. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.